I think you have to be real strategic in who you pick and choose certain things, problems or issues to include. Um, I have a couple friends that are entrepreneur friends. You know, if I need brainstorming ideas and stuff, I talk to them. But if I have other relationship issues or other problems with that, I have my other close friends that they're not in that, entrepreneur realm. They have regular 9 to 5 jobs, or there's different type of friends, or they're friends I've had since college or what have you, and they understand my dating profile a little bit better. They understand what type of ladies I like. So it's a different kind of conversation. I'm a big believer that you don't need to put all of your burdens on a woman. You don't need to put all of your business on a woman, all that responsibility. Pressure's made for shoulders, not for hips. So you might, if she can help or if she can support you either emotionally, or in whatever her function is in your relationship, she can help, then I would reveal some of that. But aside from that, I wouldn't. And that's where I'm on.
All right. I'm gonna go to you, Jay Stanza. What are your thoughts on it, man? Keep people out your game room business.
Yeah, I agree. I think real G's move in silence. I keep everybody on a need to know basis. Even my homies, I just let people know what I want them to know. Like I said, keep it brief. Even with the ladies, I don't pillow talk. I don't do none of that. I don't tell none of my personal business. Like I said, need to know. In terms of if I was married, would I let my wife know about all my problems? Depends. If I lost my job, would I tell her? Hell no, I would not tell her that. I would be outside trying to find a job till I find one. I wouldn't let her know. Am I going to jail tomorrow? I'll probably tell her so she know why I'm missing. But like I said, I keep everybody on need to know basis. I keep my circle small. I don't do no pillow talking. Real shit. I land on that.
All right. You got young bull in there. What's going on, Purple Pill? What are your thoughts about it, sir? Keep people out your game room.
I agree with a lot of some of the other guys. The big thing is like if you can't talk to people about like your business, you have the wrong people around you. You don't have a good close circle of 3, 4, 5 guys. And like if you have a good close circle of 3, 4, 5 guys that are good entrepreneurs, y'all can talk. And like I talk on the phone sometimes for hours with some of my boys. Like in my business that I'm building, everything is with my boys. We have to talk constantly about stuff to make sure that we're doing things correctly and we're moving right. We all are taking sacrifices, so we all need to be talking like as much as we can to make sure we're building stuff correctly. So I really think that you have to talk all your business with a small select few men. You just need to build that group of men very strong. I always say there's like it's like a orbit like around the sun, like there's like planets that are closer to it, and those are like the people who you're going to tell your business to, like those really really close people. And then you got your associates on the outside, and then like there's another layer of people, and then like on the very outside is the people that you might talk to but you really don't want to fuck with. But you got to have these different layers of like friends and business associates and stuff like that. But that inner layer, that like closest one, yeah, like you need to talk to them all the fucking time, I think, about all your problems too. So y'all can like all be on the same path of, greatness on your purpose.
All right.
Real quick, I wanna jump back on what Purple just said. I think it's really important that we really highlight that you have different friends in different circles for different reasons. And again, I'm not a proponent for telling all my business to my boys, all my problems to my boys. I, you starting to sound like someone that got problems all the time. And one thing about us men is that we're already burdened enough with, trying to fix all of our own issues, problems, not even including the people that we're responsible for. But now we got to sit here and figure out all your problems too. That's a lot. I think you have to be real strategic in who you pick and choose certain things, problems or issues to include. Um, I have a couple friends that are entrepreneur friends. You know, if I need brainstorming ideas and stuff, I talk to them. But if I have other relationship issues or other problems with that, I have my other close friends that they're not in that, entrepreneur realm. They have regular 9 to 5 jobs, or there's different type of friends, or they're friends I've had since college or what have you, and they understand my dating profile a little bit better. They understand what type of ladies I like. So it's a different kind of conversation. So I put one thing here, but they'll never know the chess moves that I make over in the business world. You see what I'm saying? So I think you have to really be specific and pick and choose which friends you tell what, and they got to be close enough to you. They got to be tight enough to you to where you feel that level of trust, and that they've already been tried and tested over the years. They already have been. You know, if you're talking about new friends and stuff, you know, you gotta see who you're really dealing with. Don't tell them anything that you don't want nobody else to know. And that's where I stand on that.
All right. Sir Hale, what are your thoughts about it, sir?
I think the brothers said it pretty well. It's just one thing that I wanted to add. So the brothers talked about be careful of what you share, be careful of who you share it with. And then the other part I would say is be careful when you share stuff. I think that sometimes we overshare stuff before we took time to really think about it. And I think to be Man's point, it can make it look like you are dependent on other people to do the thinking for you. So it's okay to have a community. We all need that. But I think a lot of men today, I can't say for older men, but it's a lot of younger men, like they don't have enough patience with themselves to think through something themselves, right? And I think that's a problem. I was watching one of my favorite movies, 300. You guys know that. I was watching it Saturday, and when King Leonidas was, he was a kid, he had to go through rigorous training. And one of those that training was he had to go out into like this, it was cold and it was icy, and he was getting ready to fight this animal, and he was out there by himself. He had to figure all the training that he got. He had to be in a position to practice it. He couldn't rely on anybody. Either he was going to win or he was going to lose. Either way, it was on him. I think every man needs to have that, right? You rely on everybody. You never get to the point where you put to practice all the stuff and you become a burden to people, whether people tell you this or not. Even if it's your best boy or your girl, if you don't have the capacity to think through stuff yourself and you are too quick to rely on people, I think that's problematic. And then the other part is it sets a perception of you, right? So people will still love you, people will still like you, but it sets a perception that, when you see this, look at this Negro coming around, he always got issues. So it makes you look a certain way. So it's be careful of what you share, who you share with, and then careful of when you share it.
All right, Shan, what are your thoughts about it?
Tell your business. Tell your business. Allow people in your game room. The whole mind your business, mind the business that pays you, the real G's moves inside. That was all poor people came up with that. People with poor discernment came up with, keeping my, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna show you how I move. I ain't gonna talk about it. Chapter 10, book Think and Grow Rich, The Power of the Mastermind. What a mastermind is, and I wrote it right here, is a coordination of thought and effort in spirit of harmony between two or more people for the attainment of a definite purpose. I'm not sure how many of you guys have ever been in a mastermind group, not the homie group, not a business mixer, but a real mastermind group where you guys typically pay money every month. And there's very expensive ones. There's ones that I've been invited to that I just couldn't afford, $10,000 a month. There's other ones that's just $1,000 a month. There's mastermind groups out there where you absolutely let everybody in your game room. You absolutely talk about everything that you're doing. And when you got people that's saying keep it all to yourself and just make your moves and move in silence and let your work show, that comes from people who really don't have shit going on and they have an empty head and they don't have anything to talk about. So they act like they got a lot going on in their head. And then, year after year, they're in development. They in the works. They in planning. They in the pre-production stage. So they're all and then they get sidetracked. Now they doing something else. You got friends. Y'all got homies like that. But the reality is they just don't have shit going on in their head. But so then, and a lot of people are like that. And so they created this trope of Just keep shit private. And then the discernment part, as I was saying, some people talk to the wrong people. Sweeney, Purple Pill, B. Madden, they nailed it. It's not so much keep your shit private. Who are you around? Like, some people want to be so friendly and be a social butterfly and got a whole lot of people and a lot of friends, and everywhere they go, they know people. That's not necessary, especially for a stoic man, especially for men. You only need a couple people to cover all the bases that you need in life. Couple solid people. The people that's solid in your life, you can tell them anything. In fact, they should know much. What if something happens to you? They should know the password to the safe. They should know how to get into your Gmail. They should know how to access. There should be no problem. Everybody's trying to figure out how to get in your iPhone. They should know where your cryptos. They should know the private keys. These are people that you trust. Now, if you don't have those people, then that's what you need to pay attention to. But trying to keep people out of your business, that's not necessary. In fact, let people into your business, because a mastermind, a group of 2 people or more, according to the book Think and Grow Rich, you must meet at least twice a week. Or maybe it said once a week, but I'm going to say twice a week. Because iron sharpens iron. And how can you sharpen your iron if you're keeping everything bottled up? Because you feel that the Lord gave you the message and you're supposed to just figure this out all by yourself. Nobody figures it out by themselves. Trust me, you guys.